Hey everyone, RogueGold here. Welcome back to the Division 2, and welcome to the Year 8 Season 1 PTS. It officially opened up this morning. In case you don't know, PTS stands for Public Test Server. They run these before each new major update and season for the community to jump in, stress test new features and content before it hits the live game. Now I know, with this update, everybody is just going to be asking about prototype gear and the new escalation mode, which we will get to, do not worry. But I wanted to begin my coverage on this new update and PTS with a quick video of the new Retaliation content, quality of life features, and the new rewards that are being added to the mode with the coming update. Overall, because of the depth and prominence of the new prototype and escalation system, these Retaliation changes seem to be getting less attention, but there are some legitimately good stuff here, as well as some changes that I think will be controversial, because when is it not? But we will go over it all. As per usual, I want to give you my PTS disclaimer that my PC account has minimal progression in the endgame, so the combat difficulty you see in this video should not be looked at too hard, but that's that. If you enjoy this one and you want to catch more of my PTS coverage coming up over the weekend and everything heading into the new season, then be sure to subscribe. A major shout out and thank you to our channel members. As always, I can't thank you all enough for your support each and every month and allowing me to do what I do, but without further ado, let's jump into this. So, the highlight new addition to Retaliation in Year 8 Season 1 is the inclusion of the Black Tusk. So all of the gameplay footage that you see within this video is me fighting them within the mode. Difficulty-wise or mechanically, they feature no differences than the Retaliation for other factions that we are used to, right? Respawn waves, kill squads, all of that works all the same. In general, the Black Tusk just tend to be a bit more challenging due to their faction design, so I am interested to see how this will feel once it is scaled up with group size. However, playing against them do offer their own exclusive blueprints rewards, just like any other faction, but we'll touch on those a little bit later. Now, while everything else that we are covering in this video is a permanent new addition to the game, there is one season exclusive feature coming alongside all of this, and that is BTSU Team 9. What these guys are is a harder, more elite variant of a Black Tusk kill squad that can end up fighting you both in Black Tusk Retaliations themselves, but they also have a chance to appear in other factions' runs too. What differentiates them from a normal kill squad is that there are more enemies overall, they have the ability to heal, much like hunters, and maybe most interestingly, they're lore tied. When I defeated these guys, I received a very long and in-depth comm that was quite revealing, so don't worry, I will cut things off once that comm starts playing so as not to spoil anything, but I wanted to show you an unedited clip of me fighting against Team 9 to let you all judge their differences in overall difficulty. Take a look.
Look sharp, Agent. Spotters report an elite Black Tusk kill squad closing on your position.
Alright, so in theory, I love the idea here, right? There is a chance that you get spawned in a higher difficulty kill squad. Giving them the ability to heal is a great way to increase the difficulty without just pumping up their numbers. But, like you saw, they still didn't really stand much of a chance against the striker and blue screen combo, but those are both top tier items and sets, so what can you do? Anyway, that is BTSU Team 9, and it should be a fun extra flavor for the new season. Next, I then wanted to quickly cover the 3 major quality of life upgrades that Retaliation is receiving. 2 of these, I imagine, are going to be quite popular, as I've seen many requests for them ever since the mode first dropped. This first one, though, is interesting. If you look at the activation screen for Retaliation here, it may look a little bit different than you're used to. You'll see that the main agitation progress bar is now red, but also that there's an additional white bar around it, and there's now a number right in the center next to each faction. What does that all mean? It means that you're no longer hard capped once you reach 100% and trigger a retaliation, right? If you're not ready to play it in that exact moment, you can keep going around, clearing different content, and the progress will continue. If you end up building up to 2 retaliations or even 3, that's the max, when you're finally ready to play them, you can choose then if you want to do all 3 of those back to back, thanks to this new feature, which is called Overclock, or you can still just do 1 at a time and save the rest for later. I have not tested the back-to-back runs myself yet, but if you do want to do it that way, then I believe once you finish one, it just loads you right into the next new zone, right? You don't have to load back into the main game and then back in, so good stuff there. Another big change related to this screen is that the 6-hour timer that you get once a retaliation is triggered, that now only counts down while you are logged in and playing the game. So if you fail the bar, you trigger one, but then you have to hop off right away, the game will now pause the timer and only resume once you log back in. I think that is a great change. It should give people much more flexibility and less stress to try and make sure they're getting back on in time to play it. Alright, and then last but probably most importantly for many of you, the timer at the end of each retaliation run has been tripled. It used to be 30 seconds, it is now 90 seconds. So that should give you all much more time to collect your loot and grab the final chest. Our final topic is then the rewards, and this is the bit that I mentioned has the community somewhat divided, because by playing Black Tusk Retaliations, you can now acquire Raid, Incursion, and Climax exclusive exotic blueprints. And there's actually a correction to be made here. On the dev stream this week, it was stated that these only had a slim chance to drop from the seasonal exclusive BTSU Team 9 kill squads. Well, that information was apparently outdated. As cited in the PTS patch notes, these are just for engaging in the regular Black Tusk Retaliations. So from the one run that I did to prepare for this video, I received the blueprints for the Bighorn, and seeing this should give you an idea of the crafting cost for these. It looks like it will take a little bit of time and grind, right? The new diamond transmitters is the new more elusive retaliation material, but I got that along with the Sheriff and the Provocator. But if you look through the list, right, they're all here. The Raid and Incursion exotics seem to all be completion rewards. In other words, you must successfully complete a Black Tusk Retaliation for a chance to get them as a drop at the end screen, whereas all of the Climax exclusives are dropped from the Black Tusk kill squads, and that should count for either BTSU Team 9 or the standard kill squad variant. The only exotic from the pool that does not look to be present in the crafting system is the Regulus. I don't know if that's maybe due to the fact that it's tied to unlock by a project, not sure, but yeah, I'm sure the discussion around Raid exotic exclusivity just got plenty of new fuel to the fire. One last really important note as far as rewards go though, is that they have now opened up the pool to get Descent exclusive lore comms. That's right, if you look at the completion screen for this run, you will see that I got one of the comms that even has the Descent symbol next to it. I was unable to go in and verify because you can't access comms within the PTS build, but it very much looks like they have now opened up the availability for Descent comms, which hopefully should make a lot of people happy. TBD though on if that is just tied to the Black Tusk runs or if you could potentially get those on any faction's retaliation. So there you have it, everybody. That is the video. That is a first look at the changes coming in Year 8 Season 1 for Retaliation. Overall, I think there are some fantastic additions and changes here. I'm really glad to see the team supporting this mode in the long term, and all of this is yet another layer atop this packed season and update that we have on our way. So, at this point, I would love to get any and all thoughts that you all may have about this. What is your reaction to seeing all of the additions and changes previewed in this video? What is your feedback on it all? Again, this is a PTS. Things could change before the final build, so be sure to leave your thoughts. That's all I've got for this one though. I very much appreciate you coming by and watching. I'll be back soon with more PTS coverage, but until then, RogueGold. Ow. Oh! We just got a Ravenous! Haha! I might not be friendly. Let's go.
Coming to the Division 2.
Let's go!
And